Hold on one second. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to a new video. Today, you may be thinking, whoa, Red, you good? You're pumping out another what if today? Hold up. Who are you and what have you done with a Red King? Listen, my guys, I just thought of this and I thought it'd be a really cool idea. Okay, so, basically, we're gonna start at the beginning. So, during the All for One and One for All fight, someone showed up. It was a man with a hoodie. Not like an actual hoodie, but, a cape with a hood. You could see his glowing green eyes. I'm not talking like his, iris, I think they're called? No, his entire eyes. His entire eyes. Both of his eyes were completely green. So Midoriya, oh my god. Why do I always say that? I don't mean to say it, it just comes out. I think it's because I'm so used to saying it, by the gods. Anyway, so, basically, All for One is like, who are you? This is none of your concern. Leave before I kill you. And you see this hooded man walking in front of All Might, sticking his hand out. And then, getting into a battle position before waving his hand. And oh god, I have to tighten those. Before waving his hand and, ow, bit my lip. A pillar of flames erupted upwards, hundreds of thousands of feet into the sky, as he grabs he punches through it, grabs something, and pulls it out. The katana, it's a katana. It's currently on fire. There is an eye that's looking around. As he lifts up his left hand, bites it, and then places his thumb on the back of the katana and starts gliding it along the back. Once he reaches the tip, he removes his thumb. As the blade goes from a very silverish color to now having red cracks along the back. Now starting to, move violently as it begins growing. Scratch the whole thing about it being silver colored. It's wrapped in a bandage, pretty much. Bandages. And when he did that, the bandages started floating, and then the blade, the sharp end, when he swung it, the sharp end cut through, when he swung it, it blasted everything to the right of him, hundreds of feet away, pretty much turning it to dust. As he then puts his left foot outward, bending it down, with his left hand, grabbing the bottom of the hilt, or the bottom of the handle, and charging towards All for One. Right as he started swinging, All for One predicted where he was going to hit, so he used an attack. He was going to use an attack in that direction, but immediately, it seemed to him like the masked or the hooded man, his arms completely vanished, and he attacked from his from his left shoulder down instead of from his right hip up. it did do some pretty significant damage. Also, All Might, he was pretty injured during this. So, the guy, All For One jumps back. The hooded man also gets back, gets into a different position, a different battle stance. As hundreds of black claws start he stabs the sword into the ground, and then his eyes just erupt green. Like green energy starts flowing off as green and black mist start coming out of the cloak. That's the name of them, cloaks. The cloak he was wearing, and started flooding the area. And they all started heading towards All For One. As, it started creating things as a giant monster. As a monster with an insanely large upper body, rises out of the smoke and slams his hands down onto All For One. All For One realizes he's not winning this battle when he sees hundreds, and I do mean hundreds, of knights engulfed in green with, you can't see that, how knight helmets have those slits on the eyes? Yeah, you could only see green coming out of them. As those began to rise, drawing swords, bows, other things, and then one in, like a 7-foot tall version came out of the ground. It's extremely bulky, but it charged that one All For One so fast that he could barely see it. As All For One, ordered Korogiri to get him out of there, and, the masked man picked his sword up out of the ground and tried to strike All For One with a finishing blow, but missed. As he cursed in an odd language, as then, the bandages began to wrap back around, and then the sword disappeared. As he begins walking over to All Might, moving his hand away from the injury, and starts using light, green and white magic mist, and it's healing him. All Might, he's coughing up blood a little bit, so the masked man hands him a handkerchief. He's like, "Thank you. So, who are you?" "Zero." "Zero? Never heard of you before." "I'm new." Wait, never mind. Hold on. Wait, All Might says, "Wait, the Zero? I've heard so... I'm glad to see the #1 heroes here. But why didn't you let me take care of it? You would have been critically injured. You would have been in even more trouble if I didn't show up. Now, you have a little bit more time. Besides, you're about to be the #1 anyway. I'm retiring." "Wait, why? Japan, no, the whole world still needs you." "Someone who looks like a villain for the #1 spot? I think I better give it up. Nah. I think I better give it to the symbol of peace." "That's what you wanted, right?" "Yeah, I've always wanted to be the symbol, but not like this." "Tell you what. I'm going to be working for UA. You can come join me there once you have found yourself a successor. Does that seem like a fair deal?" "And I'll train them." "That sounds like a deal. Well, it's still shocking to meet my hero. Sorry I couldn't do too much for Nana. It's fine. She was bound to lose her quirk anyway. After all... Oh, it's fine, I already know. How? I'm the number one. You'd be surprised what I don't know. Huh. I see. Well, if you're stepping down from this, then I gladly accept. Cool. So, you may be wondering, whoa, back it on up. Who? What? When? Where? Why? And how? Who? Zero. When? Just now. Why? Because I wanted to. Okay, you may be wondering, what do you mean Nana Shimura? What do you mean Zero said, I'm sorry I couldn't do more for Nana? Well, Zero was the number one hero. So he is a lot stronger than All Might and Nana and any of the One for All users. Currently. So, Zero did fight All for one time before, and he did manage to save Nana's life. But Nana has been critically injured, meaning she had to give up on her hero career. He did help Gran Torino he didn't help Gran Torino train All Might, but you know, he did help the police find All for One. Which when they did, you know, ouch. I keep saying Midoriya by accident. I don't mean to say Midoriya. Zero found All Might before he got his, before his injury got too bad. He actually dealt more damage to All for One before he got away. So All for One's gonna need a little bit longer time to recover. And he used to plan how to defeat Zero, even though it's literally impossible. Now, we cut to the beginning of the anime. Aizawa, hey, Mr. Midoriya. Aizawa, I told you, just call me Midoriya. No need for misters. Right, sorry. Anyway, you ready? The first years are coming in this year. Oh, really? Yeesh. How long has it been since we had some new faces? It's been a while. Hey, did you hear? Apparently the new symbol of peace is coming. Blech. Hey, leave All Might alone. Remember, he is the number one hero. Yeah, but still. I miss Zero. A lot of people do, but when he stepped down, that was his choice. No one else could have made it for him. Now, come on. I gotta go get the orientation ready. Ugh. This is kind of nerve-wracking. I can't wait to see the new faces of the students, and so many other things. Well, good luck with that. Also, what are you teaching this year again? Oh, this year, I think Nezu changed my schedule, so... Teaching 1A as an assistant teacher to the Hero course. You're doing Hero Ethics? Apparently I'm doing it alongside All Might, so hero training, I suppose? Oh, fascinating. Well, seems like you should have some fun. Yeah, well, my sister's in this year's class, so... Really? The young Izumi Midoriya. Heard her quirk is pretty powerful. Yeah, unfortunately, I still got the short end of the stick. Yeah. Oh well. As if, what? My quirk is not all that strong. You underestimate yourself. Come on, we gotta get to it. Alright, Aizawa. Alright, let's do this. So, now it's time for the orientation. Welcome, everyone, to the UA orientation. Today, we're just gonna be, I'm just gonna tell you what you're going to be doing in order to get in. I assume that all of you have already taken the written test. They're all like, yeah. A few people are like, yeah. Okay, good. We have some half-competent people in here. So, Baku's like, what? I said we have some half-competent people in here. They actually follow orders when they are asked. Orders? I don't take orders from anyone. Well, you're not gonna last long as a hero. Huh? Come on, bro. Don't be so mean. Sorry, Izumi. That's the truth. Now, anyway. So, basically what we're going to be doing today is pretty simple exercise. There are 3 different robots marked points ranging from 1 to 3. If you take out a 3-point robot, you get 3 points. 1, 1. Pretty simple. The person with the most points at the end of the exam wins. Tenya Ida jumps up like, oh, da 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 da. This is highly unbecoming of, UA. I thought that they would be more competent because there are. If you would have waited 5 seconds, Mr. Spoiled Brat, I would have mentioned that there is one other robot, a 4th robot called the 0-pointer. It's 0 points, it's more of an obstacle, so just run away if you want. Or, you could destroy it to flex, but again, you will not get any points for destroying it. So, that's going to be all, so check your cards, go to your respective zones, and good luck. Hope to see you in Class 1A. All the girls, immediately like, oh my god. One of the girls, oh god, Mina immediately gets up like, I have a question. Yeah, you. Pink hair in the back. Are you single? Well, that's a little informal, but yeah, I am. Izumi jumps up and like, you could have asked me, I'm his sister, right, Mina? Well, I wanted to hear it directly from him. I don't believe sometimes you joke around a little too much. She's like, what's that supposed to mean? Midoriya chuckles. She's not half wrong, sis. Oh, can it, Midoriya? Can it, Izuku? Alright. If that's all the questions, then go on get. Because I got some paperwork to do. Right. Okay. And... Oh, hey Aizawa. You're doing good for your... you're getting better at this. Honestly, it feels like it's been ages since I've done this. The last time you did it was when... What's her name? Nedra... What are those people's names? Mirako and Ryuku were here, right? Yep, that's the last time I did it. All the other times Mike did it, but he heard his voice during a fight, so I was a sub. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's kind of weird how those two always kind of fought over your affection. They still do. Oof, that's gotta be rough. Trust me, it is. So, what's the plan? Well, I was going to invite you to come over to the teacher's lounge, the teaching area, so you could watch the exam go down. He's like, sure. No, crap, I forgot. I have to go announce the start. Ugh. Alright. He was like, alright, well, once you're done, you can come on over. Nah, I have to stay. It's required. I'm taking his place, so... Oh, right. Sorry about that, dude. It's fine. See you later, Aizawa. Alright, later, dude. Later, Izuku. Alright. And... begin! Huh? You know, he gets over to the area and he yells, begin! You know, the doors immediately fly open, everyone's confused except for, like, 2 people, which are Mina and Kirishima. Because why not? You know, they're like, hey, they went before the countdown. There's no countdowns in a real battle. Go, go, go! You know, and we're just gonna cut straight to the, you know, 0 pointer showing up. And Uraraka does get pinned, and no one's going to save her. So Midoriya jumps down, runs over, you know, out of nowhere, he pulls out this massive, I'm talking like massive club, and just bonks the 0 pointer. You know, he hits the 0 pointer's foot, pretty much going through it, and then holding it up, while also, you know, moving the rubble off. Get out of here. Okay. You know, she runs off as he drops it. Ugh. All of you are wusses. You have 5 minutes before this thing self-repairs. What? You know, they're like, what? That thing's gonna repair itself? 2. Crap, gotta go. Alright, I'm out. You know, he walks back over to his post. You have 5 seconds remaining before the end of the exam. 5 seconds later, time's up. So disappointing. You know, he walks over and he sees All Might. Oh, hey, All Might. Yeah. Oh, hey. Don't scare me like that. You know my quirk's gotten stronger. What, so you got something up your sleeve now? Well, no, but I'm just playing with you, Toshi. Come on, let's go get some lunch. I'm starved. Ugh. You know, and he's like, okay, Midoriya. How many times I gotta tell you people, just call me Izuku. Alright then, Izuku. Come on. Alright. Oh, hey, Shota. Oh, hey. Nah. I think that's how you say it. I'm just gonna keep calling them Aizawa. Hey, Aizawa, come on. We gotta go. Where? Where? We gotta go. Well, I was planning on going to lunch. You wanna come? Sure, why not? Now, you may be wondering, what's going on? They seem a little too buddy-buddy. Well, you know Aizawa? Yeah, they got hit with a reverse gender quirk, so currently they're a guy. Now, unless you want me to remove that detail, Aizawa will be a girl in this what if, and she will be a possible ship. If you guys want this video, you know, if you want this part 2, if you want a part 2 to this, get it to 20 likes. If we can get it that, I'll do a part 2. If we get it to 30, I'll do the ship is Miracle. 40, Jiro, not Jiro, oh my god, Ryuku. If we get it to 50, I'll do Femme Aizawa, or Female Aizawa. If we get it to 60 likes, I'll do all 3 of them. Alright, cool. So, 60 likes, we do a harem, pretty much. Or if you want the ship to be someone different, it can't be one of the students. No, that's illegal. It really is. but it's whatever. Now, Midoriya, you know, it's the first day of UA. You know, Aizawa was doing the practical test. You know, Midoriya walks over. You know, Aizawa was like, "Hey, Izuku, give me a hand, would you?" Sure. I want you to throw this ball as far as you can, as an example. You know, Katsuki's like, "Huh? I got first place in the entrance exam. What's this weakling going? How's this weakling gonna do any better?" Oh man. If only he told you who he really was. You would be quaking in your little boots. But that's his choice. If he wants to tell you, he wants to tell you. You know, you might find out at the end of the year. You know, Mina's like, well, we've never seen him before. Was he a pro hero? Oh yeah, he was one of the most famous pro heroes back in the day. One of the most famous? Yeah. He literally was called the hero of heroes. Well, there were a few heroes that a lot of people believe were the hero of heroes. Yeah, well, that's his place to tell you who he was, not mine. Alright, so, Izuku, throw the ball? Sure, Aizawa. You know, he powers up, you know, they see the greenish energy, and they're like, is that his quirk? You know, he winds back the ball, he winds back his arm, and then just... Not, oh god, that voice crack was horrible. Bring. And Aizawa pulls up his phone. It's still going. Still going. Still going. And... okay, everybody duck. Huh? Hit the dirt unless you want to lose your heads. You know, Midoriya turns around, holds out his left hand, you know, holds out his right hand, you know, the one he threw it with, and jumps up, catches the ball, and then lands back down. There you go, Aizawa. Jeez. You know, if you wanted to throw it any harder, you could have thrown it any harder. I could have, but I didn't feel like destroying everything. So, probably caused... Nah, no I didn't. We're good. What, you thought you caused a tornado or something? Yeah, I thought I did. But, it's whatever. You know, Aizawa pulls up his phone. If any of you can manage to be that, besides the girl with the gravity quirk, then you've earned your place. You've automatically earned your place and you don't need to take the test. The rest of the test. If any of you can make it that far. Now, it's the Earth's circumference. Yes, he threw the ball around the world. And people thought it was a green meteorite. Or a copper meteorite. Now, he's like, you know, kids, you're dealing with one of the most difficult teachers in all of UA. Good luck. I hope they're good to you. You know, as he walks off. You know, he's like, you scoping out the new kids all night? Yeah, looking for a successor. None of them really seem promising. Too promising. Hey, if all else fails, just give it to, what's that kid's name? Mirio? Oh yeah, Mirio. The guy not I suggested you give them to. But that's just me. You do you. Yeah. Honestly, all these students besides three aren't all that promising. And even then, they seem like they'd give it, one of them seems like, two of them seem like they'd blab about it, revealing all of its secrets. The other one would probably deny it completely. So let me guess, my sister, the Katsuki kid, and the Todoroki boy. You know, you're just as perceptive as you were back in the day. Well, I try, but you know how it is. The older you get, the harder it is. Come now, you can't be that old. I'm older than you. Oh, right, forgot. Well, your quirk does slow down your aging. It pretty much makes me freaking immortal. It's extremely exhausting. Well, not much we can do. Yeah. Honestly, I'm glad I've trained so many new heroes. It's been fun. It's always going to be so much fun to see the new generation walk out and succeed. Heck, some even come back for a visit or two. Oh, I did that once or twice, right? Yeah, a lot of them did. We need to figure out who's been taking the ones that never come back. I know. Some people believe it's the hero killer. Nah, he wouldn't kidnap. That's what I've said, but some are adamant. The ones who don't know are even more so. So you would think it's him? Who else could it be? That disgusting pig. Well, we'll figure something out, all might. Aye, we always do. Well, I kind of wanted to give it to someone, I don't know, quirkless, I guess? You should have done it before the entrance exam. Why's that? Oh, right. You were quirkless before Nana found you, weren't you? Yep, that's the truth. You know, I'm glad that she's still alive. Yeah, too bad she didn't want to come over and help you find a successor. You know, you still could use her grandkid. I heard that he doesn't have a quirk. Yeah. Well, we'd have to wait a few more years. Wait, what? Wait, what? When'd she have her grandkid? She had kids a few years ago. Not a few years ago, God. Like, she had kids before Mirko and Ryuku left to become heroes. Really? Why wasn't I informed? You never call her. I try to keep in touch. Being the #1 hero is hard. Yeah, I know. Anyway, good talking to you, All Might. Remember what I said? Yeah. Anyway, now we're gonna cut to... Also, I do plan on taking the story a little bit slower than some of my other ones, because I really thought the idea was pretty cool. Also, I will be doing some part 2s to what ifs that currently only have one part. The recording software I've been using is still being really, really annoying, but not much I can do about it. I mean, I could try recording on my PlayStation, but that'd end up being a nightmare because I would get distracted so easily. Like, I'd start playing a game or something and then just completely lose track of thought. You guys know how I am, and I do apologize. Anyway, So now it is the heroes versus villains test thing, exam, whatever you want to call it. But All Might is like, you know, all of them, you know, everyone except for two people are okay with it. You know, Bakugo and Izumi. They're like, hey, that's not fair, you know? We should be able to, we want to fight, you know, Midoriya. You know, and he says, that's Mr. Midoriya to you. You know, All Might says, no, Izuku doesn't say that. All Might says, that's Mr. Midoriya. Show him respect. It's fine, All Might. Tell you what, I won't use more than a quarter of my power. And you two, I'll give you 5 minutes to do as much damage as possible before I get serious. Before I use a quarter of my power. Before I toy with you for a little while. You know, they're like, gladly, we'll take you out in 10 seconds flat. And she's like, ready, Bakugo? Ready, Izumi? Ready, Katsuki? You know, Bakugo says, ready, Izumi? You know, they rush towards Midoriya. You know, he's just standing there taking it like a boss. You know, they're throwing explosions, fire. They're trying to throw, you know, Izumi's throwing cars at him. He's just tearing them in half. The moment they hit, they get torn in half. You know, Bakugo builds up enough sweat. Izumi, you know, gets ready to use her final attack, and she says, Bakugo, now! You know, he says, right! You know, he pulls the grenade pin, and she uses a flaming psychic vortex. You know, to hit Izuku. It literally just does nothing. Even if once they fuse together, it does nothing. You know, Midoriya wipes a bit of soot off of his suit. He's like, man, I just got this. Hold on. Oh, you mean my new belt? Come on, I paid a few hundred yen for that. All Might, how long's it been? 5 minutes. Cool. I'll give you a 10-second head start. You know, as he slams his foot into the ground, and a huge club comes out of the ground. You know, he pulls the huge club out of nowhere, starts walking towards them, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, immediately after he says 1, he disappears. Batter up! He doesn't even hit them, and they go flying into a freaking building, shattering the building on contact. You know, once they hit the building, it creates 2 human-sized craters. And that is why you don't mess with me. Alright, All Might, I'm bringing these 2 to the infirmary. You do the exercise with the others. Alright. Alright then, Izuku. Alright then. See you, Toshi. See you, Izuku. Alright. So, you know, they're all terrified of Izuku now. And that is why you don't mess with him. I doubt even I could take him in my prime. Huh? You don't even think you could take him in your prime? Nope. Why is that? Didn't Aizawa already tell you? That's his business. If he wants to tell you, he will. Oh. Hi, recovery girl. Oh, darling, it's been too... I see you come bearing gifts. Yeah, they challenged me. I see. Like the 2 last year? Who do you mean? Oh, you know who I mean. Who was it? Was it Hawks? Yes, and the other one. Ingenium? Yes, him. No, wasn't it Miracle? Oh yeah, I forgot you challenged me last year. But you did try really hard. Our kicks did kind of leave a scratch. They left a scratch, but... yeah. They left a little scuff mark, but besides that... she wasn't too bad. Plus, I didn't go nearly as hard on them as I did on the others. I see, because they still have most of their bones are still intact. Yeah. So, have you gotten into contact with him lately? Oh God, no. To be honest, it did suck that they left, but I'm glad they did. It was a nightmare. They would not shut up. It was a nightmare. Well, that's what happens when you're so popular, Sonny. Yeah, I know. You remember when Toshi was like that? Yes, I remember. Those were the good old days. Yeah, the good old days. Something on your mind, Izuku? Oh, it's nothing. You know, you should get into contact with them. Ryuko and Mirko? No, Sherlock Holmes and the Grim Reaper. No, not the Grim Reaper, but Davy Jones. No, the Grim Reaper and Davy Jones. Yes, Mirko and Ryuko. Calm down. Come on now, recovery girl. I've been good. Cut me some slack, would ya? Izuku, I don't... Fine. Just promise me you'll get into contact with them. They've been bothering me. I'll straighten it out. Alright, see you later, recovery girl. I gotta get back to teaching. Alright, I'm back. Oh, just in time for the final event. You see any promising ones? Nope. Well, there is one, maybe two, that could potentially be good, but they'd have to train a lot more to use their quirks effectively. Use the quirk enhancement ability effectively. Let me guess, the one with the lightning quirk, and the one with... actually, the one with the creating quirk. Actually, I think I might have just found one. Huh? Look at the screen. Who's that going? Who's that going now? I do believe that is the young Kirishima. His quirk's hardening, right? Correct. Well, what do you think would happen if you used one for all at 100%? His bones would shatter. But his quirk hardens his bones and skin, and his muscles, making them as tough as stone. If you give him the quirk, it'll amplify the hardening ability. It could eventually become so strong that he becomes unbreakable. You know, that's not a half bad idea. And then there's the Mina girl. Her quirk would be enhanced, but also her skin would become more resistant to her acid, meaning she could make stronger acid and be more resistant to it. Huh. So those are the two you think would be the best. But that's just me. Honestly, I'd go with the Kirishima kid. Just tell him to hush-hush about it. Anyway, since it's the last round, I'm just gonna go to take a nap. Need to rest those old brittle bones? These old brittle bones could still put you in a hearse. Sorry. You know, all the students see that last bit, and they're like, holy crap, even All Might's afraid of him. Alright. Well, students, I was glad meeting you all. I'll see you on the flip side. I'm gonna go take a nap. Yeah, he is like, oh, that is so unprofessional, so underwhelming of a UA staff member. Because that is... Listen, kid, I taught your brother. I put him in a hospital bed for a month. You really want me to do you like him? You barely holding up to that armor by yourself. You're barely holding up that arm. That armor of yours is a lot heavier than you think. I pretty much taught your whole family. You lie. Your brother's the hero in Genium. Ask him about a Mr. Midoriya. Oh, I will. You know, he takes out his phone, calls up his brother. Brother, have you ever heard of a Mr. Midoriya? You know, I'm gonna say Tenya was sipping on some tea, and he's like, Mr. Midoriya? What did you do? Brother, you don't sound too good. Are you okay? Ida, whatever you do, do not make him angry. What? What? Why? He put me in a hospital bed for almost 3 months. He put Hawks in a hospital bed for 4 just because he spoke out of turn. What? You mean he actually taught you? Wait, he's teaching you? Good luck, brother. Brother, best of luck to you, cause besides Aizawa, he's the scariest teacher at UA. Even if All Might got serious, I doubt. If All Might got serious in his prime, I still doubt he'd win against the guy. He may look young, but he's actually older than All Might. His quirk slows down his aging. A lot. Now you may be wondering, how does that work? Because wouldn't Inko be like super dead? No. Because his father had a slow aging quirk. No, his mother had a slow aging quirk. His father... No, she had a slow aging and telekinesis quirk. His father had a slow aging and fire quirk. Don't ask how, just roll with it. Trust me when I say, even using the Recipro, I was not able to land a finger on him. Even with the Recipro? My apologies, Mr. Midoriya. It won't happen again. That's what I thought. Now, I'm gonna go take a nap. See you all on the flip-flop. See you all on the other side. So, Midoriya goes to take a nap. You know, time skip. It's been a few days. You know. It's now time for the USJ. And once they get there, you know, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna end this part here. Remember, this part gets to 60 likes. Aizawa